What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today people have been losing their shit over an icon update. Man, I haven't seen the community react this much since I don't know when. It's been quite a while. But anyway, I'm here to talk to you guys. I just want to talk about this. This is just so funny to watch me personally. So I'm not alone though. I'm joined by the whale himself, Nolar. Go ahead and say hello, man.
What's going on, guys? Yeah, this is entertaining. This is definitely
so entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So we're gonna break this down into basically 3 sections. Okay, I'm gonna go over what has happened in literally the last hour. Okay. Then I'm going to go into just, what I'm seeing across comments and everything, why people wanted one thing over another and how that doesn't necessarily mean it's not happening. And by the way, just because of an app icon update does not mean that it is confirmed. I mean, it's basically confirmed, but nonetheless, it's not 100% confirmed. Sorry, I can't stop laughing. And then we're just going to go into our final thoughts about what this can mean and everything like that. And Nolar, just feel free to jump in anytime or anything, okay?
Alrighty.
Okay, so if you go into the app stores right now, you can download a very small update, okay? It literally says app icon change, and then it always gives the usual, UI changes / bug fixes and everything like any app update always does, okay? So as you guys can see clear on the page in front of you, this is from my phone on the App Store for my iPhone, and they have changed it to the celebration download logo. Okay. By the way, I guess this isn't actually called the 350 million download celebration. It's called just I'm assuming maybe we didn't hit 350 millions in total, and maybe this is just they've renamed this now the world collaboration celebration essentially. Okay, so it's the exact same thing. It's still 350 technically, just the official name is a little different. Okay, so anyway, so you can go in, you can download the app update on your phone, and then we also got a small data download that just simply showed the next boss on JP for chain battle, and then it showed the missions needed to complete all of the to get all the stones from the new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage level 9, which are including 3 characters or more from the Majin Buu saga, or three characters or more from the Super Saiyan 2 category. A lot of those guys mix in between there, so it should be pretty simple, I think, for most people to get all those stones, or at least most of them, I should say. Anyway, moving on. So initially, you just look at the app update, you're like, okay, there's no actual data download for the new characters. We haven't got any news of a live stream or a video or anything like that, so what's the big deal, right? Well, if you zoom in here, and I'll open this up in a new tab real quick. If you zoom in, you can see the Potara earrings on both Goku and Vegeta. So what does everyone all of a sudden start to flip out about? Oh, we have a Vegito coming. Okay. So first initial impressions, Nolar, what are your thoughts? Who do you think what does this mean?
Honestly, I didn't even think Vegito. I mean, it becomes kind of obvious that it can be. But I actually thought it was going to be the easy A's for the strength Goku and the int nuclear Vegeta.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably both. They're probably both, coming, and we're probably getting some kind of Vegito. Maybe Goku with Angel Vegeta. I think that's the best way to put it, because then it doesn't clash with the int based form LR. But yeah, I mean that's what I initially thought. But honestly, guys, I mean, as much as I pretty much want a Super Saiyan 3 or something else besides Vegito, I don't blame them. They want to make money, right? And especially given the pandemic, they want all the monies.
So I think I understand why everyone's flipping out and everything, whether it's positive or negative or however you want to look at it. But when I initially saw this, my first thoughts were just simply, okay, they're doing the smart business move. You want to make more money? Okay, you throw on one of the most popular characters in the entire series onto your banner. And I want to make a statement right now that I think a lot of people are overlooking right now. People keep thinking that, everything Dragon Ball right now is nothing but Vegito. And to an extent, you are kind of right. But if you look at it a little bit deeper, that's not actually the case. So first off, if you personally as a DBZ fan or Dragon Ball fan or anything like that, if you consume nothing but Dragon Ball and you play Dokkan, you play Legends, you play, you know, like Kakarot, you play, you know, you do nothing but look at Dragon Ball, you know, whether it's, you know, the manga, the anime, you rewatch it, anything like that, right? So if you have nothing but that, then yeah, you have hit Vegito Blue for year 5 on JP back in February. You saw Vegito Blue on Legends for their 2nd year anniversary, and you saw Vegito Blue if you also happen to play Global. All right. So within the span of less than 6 months, or about 6 months, give or take, you've seen nothing but Vegito Blue. But we already know that this entire celebration is going into the Buu saga, right? So this is, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Angel, Majin Vegeta, Gotenks, Buu, Ultimate Gohan, Super Vegito, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Spirit Bomb Goku, Kid Buu, all that stuff, right? If you look at it, we haven't had a Super Vegito in the game since year 3. To my correction, is that correct? Was it physical Super Vegito or Int Vegito LR? I believe it was Int LR.
Yeah, it was Int LR. Yes. Yeah, the real last one.
The real
Super
last one.
Vegito,
Yes.
yep.
Who, let's be realistic, you never see transform unless you're in a really super long of events, right? They tank just fine in Super Battle Road, so maybe you see them there if you're trying to do like a free-to-play run or something like that, but realistically, you're not really going to see them. They've aged extremely well, aside from their transformation, you know, restrictions. So in that regard, no, we have not seen a Super Vegito in the game for 2 years. Now, if you're tired of simply seeing fusions and everything, fine, that's perfectly up to you. I've been seeing those comments around a lot of places, okay? And then one thing I know, which you mentioned, Nolar, was that a lot of people were hoping for some kind of Super Saiyan 3 Goku or a, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Kid or Super Saiyan 3 Goku / Vegeta, and some people even saying like / Mr. Satan / Fat Buu, you know, some kind of big combo card or something like that. Do you think that's still true? Like a lot of people were kind of looking forward to that, you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, well, they were looking forward to the exchange mechanic because it kind of fits the theme of both the manga and the anime, where you had Goku fight, then you swap into Vegeta, you can then go back and forth, like, and because they started to explore the exchange mechanic a little more, the ideas and thoughts were flowing through people's heads, and they were just going over the moon with it. Right. A clear example was our fan-made card videos. When we analyzed them, there were a ton of people that were just really exploring the concept of an exchange, Goku, Vegeta, stuff like that. So I think they were just really hoping to get that kind of card, because that means that it's Kid Buu versus Goku and Vegeta. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we all want a good Kid Buu. I mean, we've got good Kid Buus now, and one's going to easy to a monster, but they want an LR.
Right.
And this is the occasion to drop dual Dokkan Fest LRs, so why not? But yeah, I mean, I don't blame Bandai or Akatsuki to promote a Vegito. Which actually, you know, on the flip side, guys, this means that if it's Vegito, then the other dual Dokkan Fest card is probably a Buuhan or some version of a Buuhan.
Right.
So I always wanted a Buuhan. I mean, that's the reason I started playing JP. So, you know, honestly, it's not that big of a deal to me. So.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And another thing I want to throw out there, because I think a lot of people are seeing like the moment, if you know, let's assume obviously that based on this app icon update, that it is going to be Super Vegito / you know, a Majin Buu of some kind, you know, Buuhan most likely, or maybe it is going to be Kid Buu. You never know, regardless of what they see, right? That does not mean that a standalone Super Saiyan 3 Goku or a Super Saiyan 3 Goku exchanged into a Vegeta or anything like that is not possible. This does not mean that there's going to be no Kid Buu or anything like that, because I want to remind everybody, if you go back to New Year's, I'm going off of the JP timeline, by the way, so I'm sorry for global players, I know, because they always change things up a little bit sometimes, but on JP at least, back in January, we got the Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku, who transforms into Super Saiyan 3, and then the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, who transforms into Majin Vegeta. Okay, that was back in January. The next time we got the next quote-unquote big Buu saga themed like celebration type card was in May for Golden Week, right? That was the Gotenks and the Exchange Buu. So, you know, during that time, they obviously had the year 5 celebration, and then in March we got Beerus. last I checked, Beerus was after the Buu saga, right?
Yep.
So, you know, so we got that. And then in April, we got the global first Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, right? And then at the end of April / beginning of May, I always say the beginning of the month, we got the Buu and the Gotenks, right? And then after that, the last thing that we got was even remotely related to the Buu saga was this Gohan that Gohan just went away a couple days ago. So before that, we had like Kefla, and did we get anything else between Kefla and the Buu? I think it was the Golden Week stuff, then it was Kefla, and then it was Gohan, right? No, I'm missing out on something.
The LR Blue Boys, which
Boys, the LR Blue Boys, right? So they're, you know, they tend to do this all the time. They spread this stuff out like no tomorrow. Okay. So seeing Vegito. Okay. So again, we're assuming that we're going to see some kind of Vegito and a Buhan / some kind of Buu card for a dual Dokkan Fest LR, right? For the beginning of the celebration. Then for part 2, we'll see some kind of LR type banner. So last year we had the androids. Everyone thought it was going to be a Bai Goku, and we got androids. Like, yeah. So who's to say what they're going to do for part 2? We could see a Kid Buu. We could see a Fat Buu. We could see, I don't know. We could see a Hercule LR. You know, who knows, right? We could easily see something like that. Okay.
Yep.
And then it wouldn't surprise me personally if for New Year's we see, which is the next Dual Dokkan Fest, by the way, we see a Super Saiyan 3 Goku / Exchange Vegeta, or just a base Super Saiyan 3 Goku and a Kid Buu for that Dual Dokkan Fest right there. I know it's not LR status usually for that, but you know, they can easily change their mind, no problem. I would not be surprised if we see that. And honestly, I would rather take a TUR over an LR personally, in my opinion. I don't know about you, Nolar.
Yeah, I've been shafted enough to say TURs are my best friends.
Yes, absolutely. So, because let's look at it this way, right? So this celebration will happen, and according to the dates given via the download that we literally just got, it says that the celebration ends on October 8th. Now, realistically, when everything will really end in terms of, the moment something appears and everyone goes through the content in less than 3 to 4 days or even a week at the most, probably you're looking at around, I don't know. Basically the entire month of September. I would say October 5th, give or take, probably by the time most of the player base is going to be done with all the content available. Would probably be October 5th at the very latest, I would say. Is that a safe assumption, I would say?
Yeah, 2 weeks for the Dual Dokkan Fest, 2 weeks for the
part 2
LR.
Yeah,
sounds about right.
Yeah. So, because you have to remember, the celebration starts on the 28th. The banners will probably come out on the 30th. So that's going to be 1, 2. Part 2 will start around the 14th probably. So that's another 1, 2 right there. And then something else will probably happen on the 28th. And then everything kind of wraps up by the 8th of the event. Because, I could easily see it where the celebration itself actually ends on like the 2nd. But then the whole 8th thing is some of the story events going away, or the Baba Shop exchange stuff will go away finally, because they always extend that stuff. They've done it in every single celebration, 300 million downloads, year 5, you name it. That all ended at some point, and then a week later, all that extra goody stuff that, if you wanted to exchange things or anything like that, that stuff went away afterwards. So realistically, I'm going to say around the 2nd of October or so, if you think that's about right. So
yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
So from there, right, you have basically October, November, December, okay? Because the end of the year / New Year's banner, that will be the Dual Dokkan Fest. We know November is going to be something related to heroes. It always is. And Goresh has said this, many people have said this, that probably we will see our very first Heroes Dokkan Fest. It's not confirmed or anything, but it is the 10th year celebration for Heroes here in Japan. And so a lot of people are expecting some Dokkan Fest Heroes card, right? They've even asked about it in the survey from year 5 and everything, right? If I'm correct on that. Yeah. So we can easily see that. October, I don't know, they do a Dokkan Fest Frost or something from the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 or something like that. I'm joking on the Frost part, but you guys kind of see where I'm going with this, right? October is going to be something not even closely related to the Buu saga. November will happen with something, and then December we usually see some kind of, we do see a Dokkan Fest. No, do we see a Dokkan Fest? We do, right? The end of November.
December?
Yeah, beginning of December, because then we see the dual rate or the double rates banner, right?
Yeah.
I think we got 13. Was 13 at the end of November?
No, it was in the beginning.
No, it was in the beginning of November, yeah. So we didn't have a Dokkan Fest in...
Yeah, actually, you're right. We didn't, because the double rates banner was in December, like middle of December, or like the first week of December, because then the second week was, or 2 weeks later was basically Christmas / the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest then, which was Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan 2 and Majin Vegeta.
Right.
So I don't think we get one. I think we get a little break there. Thank God.
Thank God. Yeah. So let's see here real quick. So I brought the banners real quick. So we had STR Cooler, who ended in
October.
No, he ended in November actually.
Okay.
Android 13 ended on. Oh, actually, Android 13 ended on December 15th. And then the dual rates banner had come out during that time as well. But most people skip that Dokkan Fest banner. Okay, so nonetheless, we'll see something in there along there as well. But then right after Christmas, we see the dual Dokkan Fests, right?
Yep.
So last year was the Goku and Vegeta. It would not surprise me if you saw some kind of Kid Buu or, Super Saiyan 3 Goku or anything like that for New Year's or something like that, okay? A lot of people are expecting that the 6-year anniversary is going to be GT themed, because that's how it's always been. Second year was GT. 4th year was GT, so 6th year makes sense that it'd be GT themes. So I get why people are potentially upset that this is going to be a Vegito. But first off, the last Super Vegito we had was not even this physical one. Physical Super Vegito came out before the Int LR. Int LR came back out in 2018, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's been a while since we've had a good Super Vegito. And let's be honest with the Int LR one. It's basically a Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta. It's not even Vegito most of the time. So
yeah, it's a combo card.
It's a combo card. Let's be truly honest here, all right? So I highly anticipate that it is going to be a Super Vegito. I am personally excited as a Vegito fan. You guys all know me. Hopefully he doesn't shaft me as bad as Vegito Blue did. I've always said the Super Vegito was a cooler form than Vegito Blue. That's just my personal opinion. What are your final thoughts, Nolar? I mean, you excited? You're not? You're going to summon? Skip it? I mean, personally, I'm saying anyone who says they're going to skip it, I know those comments are going to turn into, I got him on the first multi, or I got shafted. It's going to happen. What are your overall thoughts?
Look, it's going to make them money.
Yeah.
I don't see them, like, I can see why they did it, right? Like you and I both said, it's going to make them money. That they're going to go with the hype. It's just the way it is. Am I disappointed that it's not, some kind of Goku Vegeta exchange combo card or something along those lines? Yeah, a little bit. Again, when we still don't have 100% confirmation, we are like 95% sure that it's going to be a Super Vegito, but you never know. They could pull a fast one. They could do like the countdown to like Buhan and Super Vegito, and then just do what they did for like that transforming Goku or year 3, where it was like, oh, it's gonna be Namek, right? We get countdown, and all of a sudden we get Vegito and Gogeta, and we're like, wait, what? But
I wouldn't, honestly, as kind of a tinfoil hat thing, I wouldn't be surprised if that transferring Goku and transferring Frieza were supposed to be the year 3,
right?
But then they realized, oh crap, this isn't as good. What do we got? Vegito and Gogeta.
Yeah, honestly, I have that in my back of my head too. It's like, this seems a little odd, but anyway, so again, I'm not 100%. It's no official confirmation that this is Super Vegito, but more than likely it is. I'm just more excited because it indicates that it's more than likely going to be a Buhan on the flip side.
Yeah, I'm excited for a Buhan person myself. I mean, the last actual Buhan card we got was back in the 70% days. Like, think about that. That was back when AGL Vegito came out. So, it was only a few months after that. And by the way, for anyone saying that the whole name scheme and everything like that, it is most likely, again, based on, if we go off of this icon app update change, it's basically going to be a base Goku and base Vegeta, or a base Goku and Angel Vegeta. Let's be honest here. If they make it a base Goku and a base Vegeta that's not Angel, it's totally fine. Who honestly runs the SSR form of the Int LR? Nobody does, right? Nobody does. So if anyone has them, it's for collection purposes only. They don't actually use them on teams.
I don't ever use it. I rainbow mine. I just left it there.
We have Nolar in here, one of the biggest whales in the entire community, and he doesn't even use it. He has it, he just doesn't use it though. So if the final LR state is a Goku and Vegeta card who then transforms turn 1, which it should be turn 1, Team A, I swear to God, if you have this celebration, I am going to keep my eyes on you guys. Yeah, it should be totally fine. So overall, guys, again, it's totally okay if you're disappointed that it's a Vegito or a fusion card. That's totally okay. We're not saying you're not allowed to or anything. Just note that by saying that it's been nothing but Vegitos for the last, 5, months or a year or anything like that, if you consume nothing but Dragon Ball, then yes, I can see where you're coming with that. But in terms of just Dokkan itself and a Super Vegito from the Buu Saga, we have not had one in 2 years. So do look at that. I'm sure the animations are going to look amazing. I'm sure the, hopefully, Team A don't do anything. There'll be a good leader skill. There'll be a good passive and everything like that. They'll have hopefully good links. And again, the super attack animations and everything should be pretty top tier. I would not be surprised if they're going to be the #1 unit in the game after this or anything. So any final words, man?
No, I mean, again, echoing your thoughts, it's fine. You guys can have your opinions, whether you like it or you don't like it. It's okay.
That's totally fine.
But
yes,
you got to look at it from the big picture, right?
Yeah.
So
a business perspective.
A business perspective, plus, we haven't had a legitimate Super Vegito for 2+ years. So, I mean, if you're following the timeline, yeah, it looks like we're due for one. So I can't be too upset with their call here. But like you said, if that means Super Vegito and Buuhan's now, then we'll get, the end of the Buu Saga at some point. Yeah. Probably, like you said, New Year's. We can look forward to, that Spirit Bomb Goku or Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta there, whatever you want to look for. That's probably where they're going to put that down. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Either way, it's going to be a big celebration. It's going to be huge because it's a global and JP celebration. So at the very least, you're going to expect content from both Talon and myself and a bunch of other content creators. So be sure to be subbed to all of us, follow us on Twitter, and you'll know when we'll, do some of our summons or races or whatnot. So definitely stick around for that.
Yep, exactly. So, and I've been translating everything that comes out. I literally just posted a video less than 12 hours ago at the time of this recording about all the V-Jump information and the extra stuff on the tickets where I was talking with Goresh. I seriously, Air Dokkan. I spent like 2 hours retranslating everything, re-recording everything. We finally got all the information down to what we currently know right now. So make sure you guys hit that sub button if you want to keep updated on everything's tickets, stones, cards, you name it. We're going to know everything. So anyway, Nolar, thank you so much for joining me, man. Always a pleasure. I'm sure we'll have a race up within the next week probably or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, and also make sure to follow us for the podcast because we have our podcast upcoming this weekend. And we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you have to be new. Until next time, everyone, we will see you all in the next one. Johnny.